Today we're going to be talking about brand new mixed reality games. Now, if you're like me, then you're pretty excited about mixed reality, and honestly, I've been really freaking enjoying this over the last 6 months. It feels like we're getting closer and closer to what mixed reality can really offer us from the Quest 3, and that's why I wanted to make this video today, to highlight some of the games that are coming our way that you should be excited about. But before we dive into that, I want to thank today's channel sponsor, Dead Second. Dead Second is an action-packed arcade shooter that gives you that Time Crisis-esque nostalgia, but with so much more. It's one of my personal favourite VR games, as it makes you feel like the John Wick, but in an easy to pick up and play way. It also has leaderboards so you can get competitive with your friends, or globally. Pick it up today, as it's got hours of replayability and fun to be had in it. You can pick it up from the link in the description or in the pinned comment. You can thank me later once you buy it for yourself. Massive thank you to Dead Second for sponsoring today's video, and now it's time to dive into that list of brand new mixed reality games, and we're going to kick that off with Guardian of Realms. This is a brand new mixed reality game coming from Sin Studios, the creators of Swordsman VR, but this is going to have a brand new twist, and I can tell you that because I've been personally working on this project alongside the studio. This is going to be a full mixed reality game built from the ground up to have a freaking amazing time. There's going to be a couple of different modes in this, but I'm going to be able to share more about that in the future. But for now, let's focus on Sandbox, where it's going to have a fully moddable experience. That's right, it's got a mod loader built right into it so that you can make this game entirely your own. You can get in there, mod this out, and have one hell of an experience, and then the next day you jump in there, you're going to have an entirely different one. Now, they've just opened up their Discord, so if you want to learn more about this game, then dive into that Discord, where I know they're going to be doing sneak peeks. You'll also be able to talk to me directly in as well, because like I said, I am working alongside this game, and I am very, very excited about it, to say the very least. So jump into there for some sneak peeks, some early game footage, and of course, well, you might even get a chance to play it a little bit early. So dive into there today. The link is in the description. Go join that Discord for more access and information on the game right now. Next up is Starship Home. This game looks freaking amazing. I'm actually pretty excited for this one. The idea of turning your room into this starship that is going to be traveling around galaxies, saving planets, and well, just having really cool interactable objects around your room, making it feel like a really unique experience. It's one of the things I love about mixed reality, is the fact that you get to turn your space into this entirely different thing, and also it's just super comfortable for new users. So I really love this idea of this game, so it's one I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something that interests you. Next up, we have CoasterMania. Now, I'm one of those sort of 90s kids that grew up playing a lot of these types of games, except for they didn't have the advantage of being in mixed reality back then. Now you get to actually build out a whole coaster park in your room, where you can even do things like customize environments and a bunch of other cool things that are just going to make this super freaking dope. Now, honestly, I think this is going to be fun to jump into and just lose yourself in for a little bit. And of course, if you're a little bit crazy in the head, then you can also, you know, crash the roller coaster as well. So that's me included. I think this is going to be pretty fun. I look forward to jumping into it and experiencing it for myself. Next up is Laser Dance. This is actually a game I got a chance to experience for myself, and this one is a freaking blast. Turning your room into that sort of spy-esque experience where you'll need to dodge and weave your way through lasers in order to not get caught, to make it to the other side of the room, to push a button to deactivate those and reactivate the next sequence of lasers. This gets crazy. When I played this myself, I was literally rolling around on the floor. It got kind of crazy as I was rolling around the floor, dodging, ducking and weaving, and it's one of those things that I was really surprised in the fact that like half an hour shot by in what felt like a couple of minutes. So I can imagine myself losing a bunch of time to this, and also I can imagine this being really fun when you have some friends or family come over and watching them sort of being all goofy, rolling around trying to dodge the lasers while you sort of like cast this onto a TV so you can see what they see. It just feels like it's going to be one of those really fun party games. Next up is one of the longest names in history. It's Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom. I got it right. Oh my god. Anyway, this one looks pretty cool. If you're into Gundam, then this is going to be like an absolute freaking blast for you. Essentially, you're getting in to feel like you're playing in a toy box whilst the Gundam universe is breaking through your walls, and you get to sort of like hold on to your Gundam, flying around doing all the cool stuff like laser sorting people in half, and of course doing some epic battles in general. This just looks really fun to sort of feel like, I don't know, bringing your toy box to life. But as an adult diving into this, it's going to be even more fun, because you know, you can lose yourself in the imagination and fun that's going to come with this, and generally pretty exciting times to be able to dive into things like Gundam and feel like maybe you're just picking up your character from the side and getting involved, but in your own space. Next up, we have Spatial Ops. Now this one looks pretty freaking cool. If you've ever had a Nerf battle in your life and you enjoy yourself because you get to run around having some goofy fun, well, now imagine that, but you can have any weaponry you like. And on top of that, any scenery you like coming up around you. Now this is one where you're going to be able to turn a local space or some space in your house into your own arena, and then you and a bunch of friends can sort of co-op play against each other, and turning that kind of Nerf battle into this absolutely freaking epic feeling battle as you go through there, taking each other out, and of course, like, just living the dream. This is quite literally what me and like my brother grew up dreaming about being able to do, and now this is a reality, which is kind of crazy to think that you can now go to a field and absolutely take each other out, but without the hassle of picking up a bunch of foam darts or anything else. Now you get to do it in mixed reality, just having an absolute freaking blast. I mean, honestly, this is one I'm really looking forward to experiencing. I know it's going to take a bit of dedication to get out there and set this up, but I do think this is going to be so much more fun than getting out there with some Nerf blasters and just, you know, doing that side of things. This is just an entire different side to the excitement, and one I'm really looking forward to trying out for myself. Next up is Pencil. Now I know we've been really focusing on games, but this is a very practical one that I wanted to talk about and highlight because, well, myself, I actually really love doing a bit of art. It's something I do in my spare time. I love freaking drawing. It's a great relaxing strategy, but not everyone is good at it from the get-go, including me, but this is a tool that is going to be able to help you actually learn how to draw and learn how to do it in a really unique way, as this brand new pencil app is going to essentially teach you how to draw, where it overlays onto the paper some sort of instructions that are going to help guide you through your first lessons in really picking up a pencil and just getting going with some drawing. Now I think this is going to be good for that sort of younger generation on Quest all the way through to any age. If you want to learn how to draw, this is going to be a very clever, simple way to sort of do this. It's a very old technique of sort of mimicking things to be able to get good at what you're doing, but in this way it actually fully overlays it so that you can draw and sort of follow along with some instructional sort of videos and then learn this for yourself, so that when you do take off the headset eventually and get to draw these things for yourself, you're going to have those skills and practices that are going to keep you locked in and just really enhance the way that you draw and hopefully turn you into an even better artist at the end of it. This one's something near and dear to me, but I'm personally very excited about it. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions down below. Is this something you see as a practical use case? I personally do think it's kind of cool, and maybe something we may even see in schools in the future, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting excited because it's art, it's VR, it's mixed reality, it's all of the things that I freaking love. And last but not least, we have Holotanks. This one looks really cool again harkening back to sort of like my 90s kid brain going, oh my god, I used to play with toys to make this happen in my imagination, and now you can actually just get tanks running around in your room, having a full-on battle with friends in a co-location experience or solo experience, just having an absolute freaking blast, freaking driving tanks around your room, blowing stuff up, and of course taking out a bunch of things whilst having helicopters bringing in supplies, flying through your house. I just think like it's so cool now that we actually have all of these things going on for us, and this is definitely one of those highlights for me that, again, I cannot wait to jump into. It's looking pretty freaking dope. And there you have it, guys. That is the mixed reality games I'm looking forward to coming up to. Now I know there's a bunch more out there, so if you want me to do a follow-up video to this and talk about more mixed reality games coming up soon, then let me know in the comments down below. Personally, I'm just so excited about mixed reality because it's something I'm very invested in, and not only that, but it just gives me that sort of 2016 VR vibe all over again. This is that new sort of sexy thing that people don't really know what to do with yet, but we're sort of slowly discovering what makes mixed reality incredibly good. And honestly, I'm just really pleased that there's so many great studios out there working on MR games to really turn this into a space that is very usable, and I think it's going to be a very common practice moving forward with VR headsets having mixed reality capability, just because it's so comfortable for new users to get into, and it has so many usable applications to really just having a full experience in your own home, turning your spaces into these sort of like grand experiences. So let me know what you think in the comments down below about the games that we've spoken about today, and of course whether you're hyped about mixed reality or not. Other than that, smash like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, bye.